Hey guys, it's tulipgirlthrifts here. So in this video, I'm going to take y'all through my first trip at the Goodwill Bins, also called the Goodwill Outlet Store. So basically how this place works is it's just full of different bins filled with all sorts of stuff that you'd expect to find at Goodwill. Like they have a clothing section, or they call the soft goods, and then the hard goods, which is pretty much anything else. So I didn't really focus on clothes. Some people go there just for that, and I'm sure they find great stuff, but I was in it for everything but the clothes. When you find the video, you'll see that I'm just like filling up my cart with anything that I might find interesting. I do look up a few things here and there as I go, but most of the time I'm just putting it in my cart because, as you'll see in the video, there were quite a few people in there and some of them are hunting really fast looking for whatever they can. So I'm just wanting to put it in my cart now and look it up later so that I don't miss anything. And then also how the pricing works here is nothing has a price tag on it because you just fill up your cart, and then at the end when you're done, you push your buggy onto a scale, and the scale subtracts the price of the cart and then it just weighs everything that's in your cart. And you only pay, I think it's like $1.95 a pound. Or if you have a large item that's over 7 pounds, you only pay $5 for it. So it was pretty interesting. You could get a lot of stuff for cheap, and find out what I got in the video coming up. And the hunt is on. So I already found this. I didn't know what it was at the time, but I just saw that it was something new in the package. Looked different, looked promising, so I put it in my basket. And you also see there a rock band guitar that Walker found for me when he was on the way to the bathroom. So he had already put that in my cart for me. I'm just looking to see what I can find. This is literally the first bin, and I found now the box to go with that laminator. I believe that's what it was. So I don't know, I'm already excited. Just keep looking. See lots of purses, there's blankets, shoe. We'll talk about the shoes later. That's actually a broken basket. So some of the things here are in really great shape and some of them have seen way better days. This was actually kind of some gross stuff, like there was dirt at the bottom of the bins. I really wish I was wearing gloves. I'm definitely gonna have to bring a pair next time. There was plush animals, random toys, blankets, which I thought actually that like the blankets and everything would belong on the other side with the soft items, like the clothes. It just would make more sense to me, but that's just not what they had going on here, and that's fine. I just, maybe they should hire me to organize stuff. I don't know. There's a cool baseball bag. Decided not to get it. This box, it would be really cool if all the stuff was in there, but the contents of the box were nowhere to be found. All right, so Walker just hands me this shoe. Looks like a Jordan. Not in the best shape, but guess what? It's only one shoe. We have no idea where the other one is. I'm checking it out, and I don't know. I would have picked it up if I could find the other one. I set it in my cart. I'm very hopeful that I'm going to find it later. But spoiler alert, it never happens. That is going to be kind of the trend of the first half of this video. Judah and Walker find a bunch of shoes, but no pairs. Probably the most frustrating thing about this trip. There's a cute little Nemo backpack. I don't know, I'm going crazy, picking everything up. There's a Brook. It's a really great shape. It's actually my size. I probably wouldn't even keep it for myself because it was in such good shape. I would go ahead and sell it. But once again, spoiler alert, we don't find the other half. I don't know about you guys, but I like to make games out of things when I can. So let's start a game and we'll keep tally. We're on shoe number 4 without its matching pair right now. And I'm just looking for my next victim. Who can it be? That white New Balance? Nope. What's it gonna be? The cowboy boot? You've got it. He makes number 5. So I honestly don't even remember at what point that I start giving up for finding the other pair. But like there was a Van over there, some Skechers, all these other shoes, and I'm just I think it's this point where I'm just starting to lose hope. I'm not seeing any of the matches to the other ones. It's pretty frustrating. Like, I don't know what happens. Did somebody just take one shoe of the other one, or did somebody leave their matching pair at home when they decided to donate these shoes? Like, I have no idea. It's just kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what else to expect at Goodwill. I was just not exactly expecting this. So unless you're a reseller, you might not understand why I just did that, but that was just an empty cardboard box, and I have another smaller one in my buggy that I had found earlier. And as a reseller, it's awesome to get shipping supplies at little to no cost. Sometimes I ask my friends if they have extra Amazon boxes, or I just go on Facebook and look and try to find them because shipping supplies are pretty pricey. Bubble wrap, boxes, shipping labels, tape, it all kind of adds up. You would be surprised. So if I could find it for cheap or for free, definitely gonna grab it. If my dad is watching this, he might kill me because I didn't pick up these Lego, but I did check and there were no minifigures in there, so they weren't of much use to me. Sorry, Dad. For those of y'all who don't know, my dad owns a Lego resale shop and he's always on the hunt for Lego. So this is a Bins miracle. I actually found a pair of shoes that match, but they were in pretty bad shape, so I didn't pick them up. What I did pick up, another shipping box. Okay, so I found this little drawstring bag, and it was kind of heavy. I wanted to see what was in there, and it was some Lego Duplo items. So I just want to talk about Lego for a second. Lego is actually a pretty popular item, and it has a pretty good resale value. What you want to be looking for whenever you're looking at Lego is something that's still sealed in the box, or minifigures. Otherwise, it might not be worth as much money. When I had first arrived, there was a lot of commotion going on in this other room, so I was kind of avoiding it, but Walker told me that nothing crazy was going on right now, so I should go ahead and check it out, and I had already finished looking through the other bins, so why not? But you'll see later what I'm talking about when I mention the chaos. So I spotted some bubble wrap, went ahead and put that in my cart for some little to nothing shipping supplies, and Walker found a Revere ware pan. That one, it's not worth as much as some of the bigger ones, and it also doesn't have its lid, but definitely gonna snag it. I'm not sure what Walker was checking out in the corner, but I found this Vera Bradley bag, which looked to be in pretty good shape. I actually didn't notice when I first grabbed it that the straps were kind of messed up. That was one thing that I didn't look at. I looked at the bag, but I forgot to look at the straps. So you'll see later in the video that I actually end up putting it back because the straps are kind of just ripped to shreds. A pro tip, if you find books like this one was a Reader's Digest book, might as well go ahead and pick it up because we weren't sure if we were going to find another one, but they're not worth too much on their own. You really need a lot of 4 or 5 to really have any value of them. So an Imaginext Batcave is not something uncommon to find at Goodwill or a thrift store, but it's really only a great find whenever it has figures or accessories with it. And that kind of goes for a lot of the different play sets, Barbie play sets, Polly Pockets, anything like that. You really are going to find most of your value in the figures and accessories. So I'm looking for things for eBay, but also things for my Instagram, and I found this awesome basket that will sell great with a basket wall, or some people might just want to buy it individually. So I found this NASA Nike space shoe, and it is really awesome, but guess what? The problem is, it's the only one there. But this would be a really great shoe. I think the comps on it were about $60 if I could find the matching one, but sadly, he's gonna go back in the bin. Are we in the way?
Watch this.
So yeah, they take the old ones out.
This is they're about to fill this one line up. These people are about to just...
So mass chaos, huh? Remember how I mentioned something about that earlier? Well, now you're getting to see it on full display. So what's happening here is they're rolling out new bins. And I don't know how often they do this. Seems like maybe every 30 minutes, maybe every hour, maybe maybe it's different. But the employees are rolling them out, and everyone is lined up waiting. Not everyone, but everyone who's interested. And the unwritten rules, no one told us of this, but we were just seeing, is you can watch it, you can look with your eyes, but you can't touch until the last bin is connected to the aisle. So people are starting to line up. I'm going to go take my place down here, see what I can find. But these people, they're pros. I don't know how many times they come here, but they've done this before, and they're ready to get at it. And something that you'll notice is they're not even pushing around carts. A lot of them have these little totes or bins. And I guess that's a smart thing to do because, no, I did not really have room for my cart. And also, who knows, I honestly felt like people might have started to take things out of my buggy if I had anything really good in there, because that's just the kind of chaos it was. And this is when the games begin. So I'm just gonna try and stay in my little space because I can't move very much. Like I said, I have my cart with me, but I'm looking around to see what I can find. Found a brass candlestick. It's way too heavy for me to grab for the price. Walker's looking, I'm looking, people are looking all around us. I'm not kidding, I felt very claustrophobic, and I usually don't feel that way. People are just all over the place, grabbing things, throwing things, setting things down. It was insane, like a fish feeding frenzy. I didn't know what to do. I feel like I'm not violent enough for this. I'm more of a polite person. I like to give people their space. If I see another person at a thrift store, usually say, looking at a display case, I'll wait till they're done to go over there. But this was just a free-for-all. Anyone can just grab anything, and it was quite frightening, and I didn't really walk away with much. I grabbed these roller skates. Later I find out that they were broken, but nobody has time to check that right now. I don't think that I found anything else. Walker found like a baseball bat at the very beginning, but I don't know, maybe everybody grabbed all the good stuff. Maybe there was nothing good at all. I really don't know what these people are going for. I tried to look in their baskets to see kind of an idea of what they were getting, and it was a mixture. I saw stuffed animals, sporting goods, but nothing crazy, like no electronics, video games. There were some like monitors and some printers and scanners, but they all looked broken to me. So I really don't know what these people were so excited about. So at this point, we've kind of exhausted ourselves, completed our shopping, found everything that we want to look up, and now we're going to start looking it up. So that baseball bat that Walker found, he's looking it up on eBay, but it turns out it's actually a T-ball bat. So it's too small, it's not really worth a good amount of money, so we end up putting it back. Bye-bye bat, hello Barney doll, I can't remember her name, Baby Bop, there it is. I thought Baby Bop was cute, she looks vintage, she was from the 90s. Yeah, there it is on her little tag, 1992. But did have the writing of someone on it, and her eyeballs were a little bit scraped up. Looking up some sale comps to see what she's worth. Her combined with Barney worth $10, and another lot $29. One sold for $10.90 free shipping, but we decided to pass her up today. I found these vintage Care Bear books. There were only 3 of them here, but like I mentioned with that Reader's Digest book earlier, unless you have about 4 or 5 of them, you're not going to make a very great lot, so we found out that they were not worth it. Here's a few sold comps just to know why we put them back. See, a lot didn't even sell for 10. One only sold for 5. Yeah, we put those back. Up next was those skates that I found. But I actually found that one of the clips was broken on the top of it. And I'm sure someone could repair it, but it is not a great item to sell if it is damaged. So again, not quite sure how I didn't notice this earlier, but seeing it now, clearly you can tell those straps are ripped to shred and no one's going to want to buy that. Throw it back. There's that Revereware pan. Didn't even look it up because I know that's going to be worth money. There's my bubble wrap, basket. Oh, I know I'm going to keep all those. And now time to put those sad shoes back. Alright guys, so this is our first time at the Goodwill Bins, the outlet store. And I'm just going to say I'm a little bit underwhelmed. I mean, I don't even want to talk about how nasty it was. Alright, let's just talk about the shoes for a second.
Yeah, so many shoes that like would have been pretty good. you couldn't find the other half of them. So
Yeah, I found like Brooks, we found Jordans, Dwayne Wade shoes, like lots of good shoes, but where their other pair was, no idea. I could have made a lot of good money off of those shoes, like if I could find the other pair. Like, let's just say $20 a pair. I would have made probably $100 in shoes if I could have found the matching pair. All right, so life lesson learned. When I got home from the Bins, my husband and I went to dinner with my parents and Texas 2 sale. My dad told me that I should not have passed up those single shoes, and this is why. So some people sell them as amputee shoes. You can sell a single left shoe or a single right shoe for between $10 to $20, just kind of depending on what it is and you know, the shape and condition and everything. So lesson learned, if you're at the Bins, pick up that single shoe because you may still be able to sell it. You never even know. Hope that somebody could learn from me. I definitely learned from my mistake, and now I know for next time. All right, now we're gonna talk about our experience with when they brought out the new Bins. Walker, what did you think about it?
I mean, it's just funny watching people line up like a bunch of vultures. It was definitely an experience for sure.
I'm not kidding. As soon as they say like that we can go, these people went wild. Like, they have their bins, they don't even bring their carts. They get like these big tote buckets and bins and just start grabbing things. Like,
so essentially these people that come here every day are literally sitting in the back while after they're done like picking through these new bins that come out, they grab their laundry basket and fill it up and go back to their to the back of the store where they have carts, and they just put them in there, and then they'll sit for 30 minutes, and then they go up to the line. There's a red line when they hear or when they know they're about to put stuff out, and they're literally waiting there, and you have to wait before you can pick up something, and when they say go, everyone just rushes to it. So it's pretty crazy.
it was kind of cool to watch, but also kind of terrifying. I mean, we found a few things. We walked away with Rock Band guitar, a Revereware pan, a vintage Boba Fett action figure, and what was the other thing? Oh,
A glove.
A glove. But we spent like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, digging through the bins. I don't know. I guess it maybe is worth going to check out every once in a while, but not the gold mine that I was hoping for. Let's just say that. So probably gonna have to hit up some other thrift stores to make up for that. But I mean, I don't know. It was rough. Alright, so that was our experience at the Bins. If you have any funny stories or tips and tricks to leave for me, just leave them in the comments down below, and I'd love to read your stories or tips, tricks, comments, anything you have to say. As always, thanks for watching and have a good one.